History has a way of repeating itself, sometimes in ways that are hard to ignore. During ancient times, certain groups were often pushed to the margins and treated harshly. One would hope that such painful episodes taught humanity something important. Yet, over time, some of those once harmed became the ones in power, and the cycle quietly restarted. The Vatican stands as a central symbol of faith for billions around the world, but its long and complex history also includes difficult and controversial moments. Most people are only familiar with high-profile topics like the Inquisition or recent institutional challenges, but there are many other lesser-known thought-provoking chapters. Prepare for a journey into history's hidden corners. Tonight, we explore the 7 most shadowed secrets of the Vatican. Number 7. The unique choir. Special singers, male vocalists with unusually high voices, were a unique and celebrated phenomenon from the past. Today, the methods used to preserve their voices would be seen as deeply inappropriate. In earlier centuries, some talented boys were chosen for a path that involved vocal training in prestigious church music schools. To retain their distinctive vocal range, some underwent irreversible procedures. This practice, now widely condemned, was once seen as a way to honor musical traditions and perform sacred compositions that moved kings and courtiers alike. One of the last known singers of this kind was Alessandro Moreschi, whose recordings still echo through time. Historical records suggest that, at one point, Vatican representatives traveled through towns offering support to families of musically gifted children, inviting them into this demanding world. Stories circulated to explain away the procedure, often with implausible excuses, highlighting the complex ethics of the time. Number 6. Medieval influence. Contrary to popular belief, the art of persuasion didn't begin in the 20th century. In more abstract terms, the art of influence is almost as old as civilization itself, and the Church was exceptionally skilled in this regard. In the medieval era, where widespread literacy was rare, visual storytelling became a powerful tool. Few things captured the imagination like the majestic stained glass windows that adorned churches. These works of art were not only beautiful but served as visual metaphors for paradise and divine promise, especially compelling to people who had never seen glass, let alone intricate colored patterns kissed by sunlight. The Church commissioned thousands of these windows across Europe, not simply as an artistic choice, but as a means of inspiring awe and strengthening belief. Number 5. Financial connections to questionable networks. While much attention is given to ancient scandals, some of the more sensitive connections are surprisingly recent. For decades, reports have suggested that the Vatican Bank had financial associations with groups involved in organized activities of a questionable nature. These claims are supported by various documents and investigations. While such associations are no longer accepted and are being actively addressed by church leadership, they remain part of a complex legacy that institutions are still working to understand and resolve. Number 4. Michelangelo's truth. Not all Vatican secrets are grim. Some reveal the complicated relationships behind its greatest achievements. Michelangelo, the genius behind the Sistine Chapel and the Statue of David, was more than a Renaissance icon. He was a complex man living in a time that often misunderstood him. Open about his identity and eccentricities, Michelangelo wasn't one to follow social norms. Fortunately, one of his greatest protectors was none other than Pope Julius II, a strong-willed figure who deeply respected his talent. Despite their fiery personalities, sometimes resulting in heated disagreements, they shared a powerful bond. Some say they even argued physically, with Michelangelo occasionally appearing bruised. Yet Julius II defended him repeatedly, recognizing that the Church's legacy was stronger with Michelangelo's genius on its side. Number 3. Discipline as doctrine. The medieval period was marked by strict views on justice, especially within religious institutions. Pope Innocent IV once stated that if discipline was suitable for secular wrongdoing, it was even more so for spiritual deviation. Thus began a period where extreme disciplinary practices were formalized. Techniques to extract confessions or enforce conformity, such as enforced sleeplessness or psychological pressure, were studied and implemented. Many of these methods were later echoed in various forms by military and intelligence operations worldwide. Though they may seem unthinkable today, these practices were once seen as necessary tools to preserve order and doctrine. Number 2. Silencing reformers. Throughout history, disagreements within powerful institutions are inevitable. The Vatican faced major internal challenges and often responded firmly to those who called for reform. Figures like Martin Luther, John Wycliffe, John Huss, and William Tyndale questioned church practices, sometimes by simply translating the Bible so more people could access it. However, their actions were considered threats to the status quo, and the consequences they faced were severe. These stories remind us that challenging authority in any era can come at a high personal cost. Number 1. The Inquisition as an industry. Most people think of the Inquisition as a campaign driven by religious ideology, but lesser known is the fact that it functioned as a self-sustaining system, one that involved many layers of staff, from clerks and judges to guards and religious officials, all of whom depended on its continuation. Not everyone brought to trial was a true dissenter. Sometimes accusations were motivated more by the system's need to sustain itself than by genuine concern over heresy. In this sense, the Inquisition operated as a microeconomy, one that relied on a steady flow of accused individuals to survive. It's a sobering example of how even the most sacred institutions can become entangled in systems of self-interest. If this video sparked your curiosity, please give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel for more insights into history's hidden chapters. Think you've seen everything? The hidden voices still have more to share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where I post updates regularly, including content I don't share anywhere else. This is Night Darker, wishing you a peaceful night and a thoughtful tomorrow.